Hello, hello. Welcome to week 2, and we are going to be discussing all things about posting. And I don't know if you were anything like me, but when I started this 7 years ago, I was not a big poster. I was posting about my family maybe once a month, every 3 weeks or so. And so it took me a little while to learn how to get comfortable with it, the proper way to post, the ins and outs of the Facebook algorithms that are always changing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spend a few minutes walking you guys through that and helping you with some tips for posting. So the great news is that you don't have to do anything by yourself. We have a playbook literally that we will walk you through step by step. We will hold your hand. If you need help with wording, if you need help with pictures, if you need help with questions that people are asking and the response to send them, we're here for you. So don't think that you have to come up with any of that on your own. If you haven't already done so, you'll want to do a Facebook audit with your coach. And that will just give us a snapshot of your page, like how often you're posting, the content that you're posting, and what we need to do to get that moving in the right direction. So some of you are great. Some of you are already used to posting once or twice a day. Again, I was not, and I had to learn how to do that. But your goal, if you're not used to posting, your goal is going to be posting once, maybe even twice a day on the days that you're doing product posts. So again, that's something that we will help you with. You don't need a separate page. You don't need a VIP group to do this. Everything's going to be funneled on your main page so that you're getting maximum exposure because that's where you have the most friends. And whether you know it or not, Facebook is only going to share your posts with about 10% of your friends. So on average, sometimes it's 8%, 7%, even lower. So we want to maximize that. Not everybody's on Facebook every day, but when they are, we want Facebook bringing them to your page so that they can see what you're posting. And that goes for your personal post and your product post. So we're not going to focus just on products. This is going to be 80% personal. And that's kind of what we talked about last week about creating your brand and those pillars. Again, that's something your coach can help you with. But just as a general rule, like if you have 5 posts, 4 of them should be about yourself, about your family, about your life and things that you're doing. And it could be something simple like the cup of coffee that you're drinking or the trip that you're on, the hiking that you're doing, or the excursions that you're on. It could be any of your kids' activities. It could be a picture of the lunch you're having or the friends you're with. All of that is great content because that helps that connection with your audience. And so that's going to be 80% of your post. That's what you're mainly focused on. The other 20% of that is going to be product posts. And so that's what we're going to help you with, all the wording for that, with the pictures. For me, what I do is I look at our family calendar on a Sunday night. So going into this week, I knew that Griffin had a golf tournament. I knew that we were going to be heading to San Antonio. I knew that we'll be at my nephew's first birthday party this weekend. We're going to get to see Drew, my oldest. He's been working at camp this summer. So I have an idea mapped out of what I'm going to be posting about every day based on what my calendar looks like, right? So it's always a good idea to plan ahead because a lot of times in that moment, on that day, we don't feel like it. So to come up with those ideas sometimes is a little bit tricky. So if you can, I highly encourage you to map it out the week before. If you have something that, let's say, coming up like a Monday, you don't really have anything going on, that's a great day to do an engagement post. Simply ask a question, create a conversation, get people answering that question, and you have a conversation back and forth. That's a great way to follow up with a product post once you have people on your page and engaging. The same thing goes for a personal post. If you have one that's blowing up, you want to respond every time somebody makes a comment on your post, whether it's a product post or whether it's a personal post. You always want to create that conversation. So you're going to want to reply back to every single comment, not one comment on the whole post, to every person individually, because then Facebook goes, oh, they're friends and they're having a conversation. So guess what? The next time that you go to post, they're going to show them your post. And so you follow up those types of posts with a product post. And that helps kind of get around the Facebook algorithm, because once Facebook catches on to the fact that you're actually selling something, they're going to want you to purchase their services. They're going to want you to buy an ad. They're going to want you to have to spend money. And we don't want to do that. I have had girls that have tried it in the past, and honestly, I don't think it's very helpful at all. So you want to create those natural connections, focus on those relationships, and you're doing that by your posting. So, and when I talk about, some people that I look at their pages and they're really good at, they post multiple times a day, but they're sharing a lot. And I will tell you that you really want to stay away from that share button on Facebook. It kills your Facebook algorithm. So if you're somebody who loves to share, if you like to share recipes, or if you like to share, animal shelters, dogs that need to be rescued, make it an original post. So the way you do that, or like you have a Facebook memory come up of your kids from like 10 years ago, and you're like, oh my gosh, all you have to do is save the picture, whether it's, let's just say use the one of your kids, save that picture of your kids, and then create an original post, make it a new post to say, I can't believe this was 10 years ago, or, oh my gosh, this came up on my memories. It tugs at my heartstrings, something like that. Create a brand new post. Facebook's going to reward that, so to speak, a lot more than they are if you share. If you notice when you share posts, they probably get very little to no engagement because Facebook likes original content. So you want to make sure that can't remember the last time I shared a post. I just stay away from it because I think it kills your Facebook algorithm, and you don't want to get in a habit of doing it. Some people do it all day. And so if you're an oversharer, your coach will help you. We're going to say, don't do that so much anymore. Let's make it original. But that will really help. And you want to make everything look organic. Our posting cycle is going to run over the course of a week. And so when I'm talking about this, I'm talking about your product post. Obviously, every day you're going to be posting something personal, but when I'm talking about the posting cycle, I'm referring to products. So if you are taking notes right now, what you might want to do is jot these down. There's 6 steps. So the first thing is going to be an engagement post. That's going to help bring people to your page. The second post that you're going to be doing is a product post. Let's just say toothpaste. So you're going to do your first toothpaste post. The third post that you're going to use in that posting cycle is going to be another toothpaste post. And then the fourth post is going to be either the body spa or the Lumi Spa. We're going to introduce one of our bigger ticket items. We've got the cleansing device for the face that is absolutely amazing. And then we have a body spa that just launched in February that is blowing the socks off of people. It's like body sculpting, diminishes cellulite, helps firm loose skin, all that stuff that you literally pay thousands of dollars for in a doctor's office or a med spa. We have a medical grade device now that does the same thing, all from the comfort of your home, 5-minute treatments a day. So we're going to mix those into it. And then we're going to follow up with a recruiting post. And then we're going to start the whole thing all over the next week. So every week you're going to be doing that cycle in addition to your personal posts. So just know that you'll be posting once a day, or on the days that you're posting products, you're going to be posting twice a day. You'll be talking to your coach every day and staying connected. Don't hesitate to ask questions. A lot of people, when they first get started, have no clue what they're doing, myself included. And so just ask away. Use the group chats that we have created for you, and feel free to reach out anytime. It doesn't matter if you have 10 questions that day. Just keep asking, because that's how you learn. The biggest thing when you're posting is you have to post your face. And that was very hard for me to get used to because I was not on Facebook a whole lot, and I really wasn't comfortable posting my face. I used Snapchat filters for the longest time, and I look back on my memories when they pull up and I'm like, oh my gosh, that looks ridiculous. I can't believe I thought that looked good. So you just practice taking pictures. Your coach will help you, teach you kind of the ins and outs of good lighting and angles and all that kind of stuff, ring lights, all those that you want to implement. But really, if you're posting something, your face needs to be on it. So even when you're posting a product post, we're not going to post pictures of tubes. We're not going to post, anything salesy. We don't want collages. You want one picture of you, or one picture of you and a before and after. Your coach can help merge those. So if we're doing toothpaste, it'll be a picture of me, maybe holding my toothbrush, maybe holding a glass of wine, whatever it is. And then that will go along with the post. So really, when somebody is scrolling your page and they see a product post, it shouldn't look a whole lot different than your personal post. So you don't want it to stand out. You don't want it to have words on it. You don't want to use graphics. You want to use your face. You can use your kids. You can use your pets. You can use, anything that's part of your brand as well. But we just don't want it to look just super salesy. Facebook's not going to share that. If they catch on to the fact that you're selling something, they're not going to share that post. So, if you have any questions, I know some of you are really good at Canva and making graphics and making, come up with little collages. Those are okay for your stories, but I would stay away from them on your main page because Facebook's not going to share those with other people when they come on board. And then as far as like wording, I know we talk about this a lot, but if you're welcome to use any pictures. Our team shares everything. We will help you with wording. But like, if you see somebody else's post that you like and you want to use like an outline of it, or you want to use similar wording, that's fine, but do not copy and paste. If I send you wording, try to change it up a little bit so it sounds more like you, because I'm typically sending you a post that I've used or that a customer or a friend has used, and just change it up a little bit to sound like you. Because when you copy and paste a post, it not only hurts you, but it hurts the person that has the original content, because then Facebook's like, oh, that's spam. We've got more than one person doing the exact same wording. The same thing goes for pictures. You want to mix up your pictures. You can't use the same picture more than twice in a 3-month period. Your coach, again, will help with that. So, and just get used to taking pictures wherever you go, because you never know what you can use as content. But really, you're going to have to get comfortable taking pictures of yourself. And that takes a while. The more you do it, the easier it gets. I don't know. Some of you are natural. Some of you love it. I personally did not love it to start. I've gotten better. I've just gotten used to it now. I'm like, I might have to take 20 to get one that I like, but I'll keep taking them. Okay, but so once we do our post, let's say I put my toothpaste post up, the very first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to add 4 to 5 pictures to the comments immediately. And then once those pictures load into the comments, you're going to go underneath each picture and you're going to add a comment to it. So let's say it's the toothpaste and I use a picture of a kid with braces. I'm going to go underneath that picture and I'm going to say works great with braces, or all 5 of mine use it. Well, actually I only have 4 in braces, but all 4 of mine use this with braces. If you have a picture of a toddler, you can say, safe for ages 2 and up. You're going to add a comment to each picture. And again, your coach will tell you, they'll say, here's some comments to add to those. You don't want to put them up at the same time. I have some people initially, when they start, they'll put up the picture and add a comment right away. That only counts as 1 comment. And our goal is to get to 10, because that's the magic number for Facebook before they start sharing something. So if you notice, like on your personal post, it's the same thing. That's why you always want to reply back to every comment you get on a post, whether it's a product post or whether it's a personal post. You want to make a comment underneath, because Facebook's going to recognize a conversation happening. And the more comments you get, and the more replies you make back, that's going to kick in that Facebook algorithm for you. So we post the post itself, we post the pictures underneath, and then we follow up underneath those pictures, each one with a comment. So that will get you to 8 or 10 comments. You're super close to getting your 10. And then you want to let it set. You want to let it run organically for a couple of hours. If after a couple hours, 6 hours later, nothing's happening, you can go into our group and say, hey, can you guys help boost this post? I need a few comments on it. You can go into our team chat. Everybody's always willing to help there. We do not post prices publicly. So let's say you get a comment, somebody says, I'm interested, or can you send me the information? Again, you're going to reply back individually to each comment, and you're just going to say, sure, let me send you the details to Messenger, or happy to send them, check Messenger. You might have people text you too, but I'm talking about on your Facebook posts, when people comment, you're going to reply back. Again, every comment that you get is good. So that all is working towards those 10 comments to kick in your algorithm. And so Facebook will continue to share that with people as they get on Facebook. So, and then we will send you the private message. Most of you have probably been through this already, at least 1 or 2 posting cycles, but we'll send you the private message to send them that will have pricing. And then we'll walk you through how to either do the link or how to do drop shipping. So the one thing I will say is that your page should be public. I know that there's a few of you that we have exceptions for. There's some, personal reasons or family situations, and you just don't have it public. But if you're able to, it will help your Facebook algorithm. It's not like Facebook is going to shove your post out for the whole world to see, but they will show like friends of friends. I had somebody that bought a body spa last month because she said, I guess because I'm friends with Cassidy, I'm seeing your post. And so when you are public, Facebook will kind of try to group you with people, and they're like, okay, they have mutual friends, so they might show it to other people that you're not friends with. So it's always helpful to have your entire page public. You don't have to friend everybody on the team. You actually don't want to. You probably want to follow one another, because if you end up using all your friends for the team, then you're not going to be able to add new people as your friends, which that's actually next week's topic. We're going to talk about adding friends and engaging and get into that a little bit more. But if you follow one another, we're able to support one another's posts and to comment, and you can see all my stuff. I can see all your stuff. But if you're able to make it public, that's the best thing to do. And then in your settings, you want to make sure that your commenting is open to public, because a lot of people, when they start, they only have commenting open to friends. You want to open that up to the public too. There's not too many weirdos in the world. At least I haven't gotten, but if again, I respect if you're not able to do that, it's not a big deal. We just try to help each other out as much as we can. So, and then if you have a post and you're not getting a lot of traction on it, you can wait like 24 hours and go in and add another picture or two to it, or add another picture and another comment, because that will help reboost it. And really the Facebook algorithm, it used to be just a couple days, like you'd post and Facebook would start showing it to people, but it seems to be stretched out longer, over 4 days, 5 days, sometimes 7 days. So if you notice that you're seeing posts that are longer, you're like, well, that was 4 days ago. That's why. And so maybe somebody has commented on it to reboost it. And so it's back in circulation. So you can do that with your own post too. Again, if you need any help with the commenting or the boosting or any of that, I'm sure we have a group chat set up with you, your coach, with me, whoever. We can help you with all that too. So, and then in addition to our posting on our main page, we also want to be utilizing our stories, because there's a lot of people that use Facebook or use Instagram, but they only watch stories. So you definitely want to be posting. Anything that goes on your page should go on your story. Whatever you're doing in your day, if you are comfortable talking on camera, that is a great way to make connections with people. I try to talk on my stories every single day. And I try for it not to always be about products. It shouldn't always be about products. You should be having conversations about either shows you're watching or books you're reading or trips you're going on or things that are happening with your kids. All those things create connection with people. And so the quicker that you can create that connection, the better it is for, not just sharing products and selling products, but eventually you're going to have people that are going to want to join your team and want to start, making extra money too. So those connections are made. They're sped up by talking. If you hear somebody talk, don't you feel like you know them a little bit better? So we're going to get to that in 2 weeks. I think we'll talk about that a little bit more, but just so you know, anything that's on your main page can also go on your stories, and you should have products in your stories every day. The LumiSpa and the Body Spa, if you have either one of those, they should be in your story every single day, as well as the product of the week that you're running with. So that was quick. And if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. If there's anything that I missed, you guys let me know. But basically it's pretty simple. We just do the same thing over and over and over with a different product every week. So excited for you. Next week, we're going to be talking about adding friends and engaging with people to bring more people to your page and to help expand your social circles. So look forward to chatting with you guys next week.